getting a graveyard shift, eh? So, Soundproof Box was formed in 2021, just after the aftermath of the pandemic. We started off offering workshops in workplaces for educating workplaces around how they can support survivors of domestic abuse. But early on last year, after a conversation with my daughter, I sat down and said to her, do you know what, I think we could go in schools and do these workshops, what do you think? And she went, no one wants to see an old lady with a PowerPoint. So this is how Soundproof Box Red Flags project was born. Oh, do you know what, I do pro speaking as well. It's not very good advert, is it? Don't book me. Okay, so the Red Flags project. Well, it's an interactive theatre production aimed at teens, so 13 plus, and it's about reducing the risks of people entering into unhealthy relationships in later life, so as they get into their late teens, early 20s. It helps with the stopping the cycle of abuse for further generations, and it's really key and important to West Yorkshire. I've just put some stats up there. I don't need to read through those, but they're quite alarming from last year. They're the stats around domestic abuse within our region. So our show, I love the show, by the way, it's great. It's an immersive piece of theatre. So the kids don't just sit there, because they're the TikTok generation. And if anyone's got any TikTok generation people in this room, any kids at home, they'll know that they've got the attention span of a gnat. So they've got about 30 seconds and they get bored. So what we have on this interactive theatre production, at the moment we've got 2 actors, but I'm writing in a third one actually for this project. We have a team of up to 50, 100 kids in the audience. Yeah, I have to handle 100 kids in an audience. And they're all given a red flag. Before the show, they're also planted in the audience are things like gaslighting, jealousy, manipulation, and they're taught what these things mean. So as we go through the scenes, and the scene will take us through a teenage couple who meet at a party, and it starts to unravel, does the story? And we start to see elements of coercion and control in the language patterns, in the actions, in things that the guy is doing. The kids then get the opportunity to wave a red flag, and I stop the audience. And I say, okay, right then guys, what's happening here? What's going on? So what we're doing is we're interacting with the audience and we're educating them at the same time, because they're the TikTok generation and they don't want an old lady with a PowerPoint, as my daughter keeps going on about. They also get to do something called hot seating halfway through the project, so they get through the programme, so they get to interview and get inside the heads of the characters to find out what's going on as well. We run that workshop and it takes about an hour to run the production. We, alongside that, run a 45-minute workshop on healthy versus unhealthy relationships. Yeah, so that is pretty much the project. It's delivered to schools and colleges throughout 2023, 2024. We're running about 30 sessions with up to 50 students in each session. I can take 100. If we've got an auditorium like this, I'll be all right with 100 kids. And we are, one of the really key things is we're employing recently qualified actors from the Conservatoire in Leeds. I've also got some students from here who are auditioning for me on Saturday. So I've got 20 young people who are auditioning to be in our pool of actors. Because I'm getting tired as well, the long-term plan with this project is there'll be other people facilitating, and we're going to get young people engaged in facilitating. We also have a social collaborator team to write further scripts, so we're looking at things like drink spiking, we're looking at other social problems like social media. What I do want to call out today is we are running 2 pilot performances, one on the 8th of March and one on the 12th. You are all welcome to come along. It is free. It's at Chapel Arts FM up in Seacroft in Leeds. At the end of here will be my email address. If you want to drop me an email, I'll send you the link. Book a ticket, come and have a look, see what you think of the show. And if we've got any teachers in here or anyone that works with kind of people in young people and they want to bring groups along, we can put things on specifically for your group as well. Okay, so I think, oh God, that's not a pleasant picture of me, but there we go. I'm going to show a very, very quick video and I'll show you.
This Siegfried, you're Charlotte's friend, right?
Yes, and you're her brother's friend. It's Jack, isn't it? I've heard a lot about it from Charlotte, you know.
Good stuff, I hope.
OMG. Okay, listen. Yesterday I met this guy. Oh, he's so fit, and he asked me out to the cinema. Yeah, he really did.
Don't you think your top's a bit low? Have you got a jumper with you on? He's looking at you up and down and smiling back at you.
I was just smiling.
I just feel like next time we go out, we should dress a little bit less like a slut. Anyway, I've got you these sweets.
I don't like these.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that must have been the other girl.
What's the red flags going up there? Do you want to tell me from your perspective, so you putting the red flag up, what sort of things made you think, oh, that's not quite right?
It was with another girl that she didn't know about.
You talked about another girl? Yeah. How do you think Chantal feels? We're going to ask the actors. Chantal, Jack. How they felt the day went from each perspective. Do you think Jack's behaviour was unacceptable online?
It became a bit weird towards the end, but I really did enjoy my time with him.
So I just want to ask you a couple of questions. How did you think the date went?
It went alright. We had a laugh and she likes to do what I say, so I like that about her.
So yeah, we've seen two perspectives, two different sides to people. These are clear signs of coercion in a relationship that are not good. Thank you all for participating and thanks for asking questions today of the actors. Well done. Thank you.